Just be real. Just be real.
Oh my God. All right, yeah. This is basically how this is gonna go. Jen and I recently took on the Tahoe Rim Trail. It's a 170-mile trail around the perimeter of Lake Tahoe in the mountains. I feel like as we were going, we were having some good conversations. So I said to her, hey, let's do a
5-on-5.
Yeah, 5-on-5.
Okay.
So I'm gonna ask Jen 5 outdoor backpacking questions. She has zero idea what the questions are.
I'm nervous.
She's so nervous, and I'm nervous too because I don't know what she's gonna ask me, but I don't like this.
This was your idea.
Okay, here we go. The great author and environmental philosopher John Muir once said, "The clearest way to the universe is through a forest wilderness." In your opinion, do you prefer to take a poop in the forest or on an actual toilet?
The forest. Next question. I'll tell you why. The position of how you need to poop in the wilderness is the exact position we were made to poop in. Now on a toilet, you don't have the option. You have to get like a potty squatty or something like that. In nature, it's just naturally there when you squat. I have the best bowel movements in the woods. I love it. I, went in your backyard last night. So most people, when they do a first Thru-Hike, they choose one of the more popular long trails.
Yeah.
Pacific Crest Trail, Appalachian Trail, Continental Divide Trail. Why did you choose to do the Pacific Northwest Trail as your first Thru-Hike?
Oh man, that's such a great question.
Yeah, I know.
None of mine are like that.
Oh gosh, yeah, clearly.
Thank you for asking that, Jen. I didn't want to see anyone.
And classic.
I knew the Pacific Northwest Trail. There was such a few amount of people doing it, and I wanted to be alone. I wanted to figure it out for myself. I wanted to be put in situations where I didn't have anybody to turn to, and I just had to figure it out, and that was really important for me. And then like midway through, I'm like, man, I wish I was talking to somebody right now. I'm so alone. Does that answer your question, Jen?
Yes, it did. Thank you very much.
You recently, in a post on Instagram, put a nice picture of you taken by yours truly, and in the caption, you said the sentence, "The outdoors makes me feel beautiful." Can you just elaborate on that and tell the people how the outdoors makes you feel beautiful?
I feel like strong and accomplished and just really proud of myself. And I think when we hear the word beautiful, we maybe think of like, your hair's done nicely, you have pretty makeup or nice clothes, and that's what's supposed to make you feel beautiful. In those moments when like I'm on top of a mountain and I was sweating all day and working my butt off to get to the top, I have no makeup on, haven't brushed my hair, I'm wearing like dorky outdoor clothes, and the difference in my face, even if you're taking pictures of me, there's like a light in my eyes. There's just something about it where I just feel so beautiful and good and confident and strong. So yeah, I felt like a freaking beautiful goddess on top of that mountain.
Heck yes.
That's right.
I feel like too you get broken down.
In those situations, I feel more like myself than I've ever felt, and that's, I think, the beautiful aspect. What is the one piece of non-essential gear you have to bring when backpacking?
Non-essential.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%. My banky.
I knew it.
My blanket. It was the best thing ever because it's just extra warmth, extra comfort, extra love. Yeah, it's a little heavy.
Do you have the blanket here? It is a blanket.
Look at, oh my God. Oh my goodness.
She brings us through hiking. It's kind of
so
cool. Your sleeping situation looks so comfy. Mine, terrible.
Yeah.
Yours, fantastic.
Fantastic. And you know what? I don't really care about like people that say like, oh, I would never carry that because it's too heavy. Like my comfort level is like through the roof, and my thinking makes me happy. On the PCT in 2018, you went through something every hiker fears. In the middle of the night, you shined your light outside and saw a mountain lion sitting in front of you. And then I believe stalked her for a few days. After going through that and recently taking on the Tahoe Rim Trail, how has the mountain lion experience shifted your thinking towards animals in the wild, and how has it prepared you more for dealing with situations like that?
Wow, that's a heavy,
It's loaded.
heavy question. At first, absolutely terrified me, and it made me not want to hike anymore, especially alone, because when this mountain lion was stalking me, I was by myself most of the nights. And I literally laid down for, I don't even think it was 2 minutes before this animal comes walking through, and I'm like, is this a joke? I see this large animal with like green eyes staring at me. Yeah, I just looked like a mad woman, and I was just like screaming at it. Part of me was really glad that that happened, because that was such a unique experience. Like, not many people get to face a mountain lion in the middle of the night. It made me appreciate the outdoors even more, and made me understand more of what I was doing when you're backpacking, just out in the woods. You were in their home and in their territory, and you know, it just kind of heightened the whole experience for me, that what I was doing was real. It wasn't just walking and, you know, getting from town to town. I realized, like, yeah, I am in the woods. In hindsight, I'm really glad that I got to see that mountain lion face to face, and it humbled me and put me back into my place, essentially, like I am in their home.
Yeah. You know so much about mountain lions. You know how they sound. You know their habits.
Right.
You really studied them after sort of going through that experience.
Yeah.
So I think if anything, I feel like you're more educated now.
I definitely went back and I researched a lot more, and I definitely feel way more prepared, not just with like mountain lion encounters, but other kinds of animals. And it's made me respect the outdoors a lot more, actually.
What is it?
Air it out.
Lay
Okay.
it on me. Lay it on me.
What has been the hardest moment in any of your backpacking experience?
Oh, yeah. It stands out. Like,
Yeah.
oh my God, I don't want to talk about it because it's embarrassing. In the Olympics, on the PNT, the Olympics is like the last section before you hit the ocean, and I was done.
It's like 5,800 feet, but it's freezing. It's so cold.
My body was breaking down. Everything was just shutting down. I had trench foot. I had just done like a huge climb, and I was at the top, and it was freezing. I had to go to the bathroom really bad, and I was wearing a poncho with my pack underneath, and the poncho was tangled, and I couldn't get the pack off.
Freaking miserable with this thing on.
So I just pissed my pants. I can't even, I don't know how to go about tiptoeing around that, and then I just started, like, tears literally started coming, just strolling down my face. And so I was like literally peeing myself because I had to go to the bathroom so bad. I was sweating. I couldn't get the pack off. I was twisted and tied. It started raining. It was cold on the outside. I was miserable. I was done. I didn't want to do it anymore. I just literally, tears just started rolling.
This is miserable. This is miserable.
That I was so deep in the Olympics. I was like right smack in the middle of it, so there was no way out. And I just sat there, and I was done. And my legs were shaking because I had just climbed. I think it was Hayden Pass. I just had climbed, and I thought I was gonna like faint or something, but I got through it. But I couldn't. I was trying to pull my pants, and they were stuck to my pack. And I'm like, come on, and I couldn't do it.
So you peed.
Yeah,
I did that in the 5th grade one time. Couldn't unzip my skirt in the
grade.
bathroom.
I did it when I was a little older.
Yeah, that's fine. So at least that wasn't as bad as the day that you pooped your pants.
All right, next question.
Okay.
Currently, you are not sponsored by any brand. You're completely unbiased, I would say. What are 3 products you won't hike without?
Good question. That is good. The first thing that always comes to mind, and I swear by these, remember I pushed them on you, Injinji toe socks.
Oh yeah.
Hands down, game changer. Will never hike without them ever again. So they're basically just toe socks, but they have prevented me from getting so many blisters. It's just completely changed my whole world. Number 2, my Waymark gear pack. It's a frameless pack. There's actually not much to it, but it's absolutely fantastic. And it's just really lightweight and just really easy. It just feels so good on my body. This 3rd one is actually a new one for me.
Ooh.
I had a little cork ball to roll my feet out every night. It's from...
That was such a good idea,
Yes.
too. Yeah.
It's the one that I had is from a brand named Rology. I just like had just digging into the bottom of my feet, around my ankles. I even did my calves. And I just think that every morning I woke up, my feet didn't hurt as bad as they did on the Pacific Crest Trail. 3.
Awesome.
Done.
Yeah. I saw your little ball. I was like, no, it's smart. I don't want to use it though because you're really dirty.
My feet didn't smell. Yours smell. I don't want you touching that thing. This is true.
Now that I think of it, yeah, that is.
We smelled each other's feet on the trail. Why did you agree to hike the Tahoe Rim Trail with me? And what adjustments did you have to make with my hiking style? Tell the truth. We have different hiking styles. Just be real. Just be real.
Oh my god. I think maybe because I felt like we had similar personalities, and I felt like she's someone I could have a really good time with and like be myself. I wouldn't do a long distance hike with somebody that I was like, oh, I don't know if they'd be able to finish or not. I knew you would be able to do the whole thing. And then going back to the adjustments.
Yeah, what's our hiking style?
Yeah,
like?
So Jen is like big miles every day. We gotta get 20, 30, 50, 100 miles.
Not
and
really.
I'm more about like, hey, we do like a half a mile today. I'd be good with that.
I have to jump in. We would literally cross a lake. We'd be like 3 miles in and there'd be a pretty lake. And I would see her like looking for like camp spots. It's like 9 a.m. and I'm like, hold on.
If I was by myself, like on the PNT, I would stop around 4 and just set up camp, make dinner with my little jet boil, go for a swim, do some backstrokes, get some laps in, sunbathe a little bit, read a whole book. Like, I enjoyed that kind of thing. Jen has a hard time chilling. She likes to hike a lot. I guess we got to our first lake and I was like, oh man, I can't wait to swim. She's like, all right, let's keep going. I'm like, oh, this is how it's gonna be. I'm not
like, you get 10 minutes.
You get 10 minutes. I think for backpacking and just in life too, acceptance. And I think she accepted, I accepted that she likes big miles and she likes to talk about random things that don't matter. And, she knows that I'm kind of a spaz and hyperactive, but I also like to go slow and chill. And so I think we accepted each other's patterns. Wait, let me just check my Instagram. You are constantly dirty. Like, you purposely won't go in lakes to wash off because you want as much dirt on you as possible. For once and for all, can you tell the people why you choose to live like this on the trail?
To preface, I don't put dirt on my body.
She rolls around in it.
Absolutely not. I will jump in lakes when I want to and it, cleans me off sometimes, but I rarely wash myself off. And the reason is this. I'm very fair. So I really like keeping the dirt because it helps protect from the sun. It's like another layer. Because on the Tahoe Rim Trail, I did wash my body off in a lake. And the next several days, I got really bad heat rash.
She did.
You can confirm.
She did.
So that's one reason is I just feel like it helps protect my body. Second is in order to keep myself clean, because I do attract a lot of dirt for some reason, so I would need to bring a massive amount of wipes to clean myself every day and then have to pack that out, and I just don't have time for that.
How does this happen? Why does this happen?
We don't know. We know nothing.
I want answers. She's the dirtiest girl I've ever met. And what, have we been hiking for 5 minutes?
I'm living in the woods, I'm pretty much uncomfortable a lot of the time, and it's just one of those things that this is a part of being outdoors. I'm gonna clean myself off, and in 2 hours I'm just gonna get dirty again, so what's the point? Do you feel like you are an inspiration to other women who are doing things in the outdoors or those wanting to get into the outdoors? And what's one piece of advice you would give any woman who wants to start backpacking or getting into the outdoors more?
Women in the outdoors, it's still this new thing. I see a lot of older women on the trail who never hiked when they were younger because, they were like raising families, and that's perfectly fine. And, but a lot of older women are like, I never did this when I was younger and I'm finally being able to do it. And so now younger women are coming in and they're starting to backpack and do these solo hikes where 30, 40 years ago it was like, what the hell are you doing out there by yourself? You should be doing other things. I'm inspired by other women who do solo hikes or even hiking in general and just doing it. And so I feel like it goes both ways.
Yeah.
Backpacking is hard. It's really challenging, and it takes a certain person to do it. And then a piece of advice to a woman, or even a guy who
it could be anybody.
who wants to go backpacking, is to let go. If you want to take on a trip, don't try to control every aspect. The second you start overthinking and overanalyzing, can I do this? I don't think I'm equipped. Well then don't do it. You know, there's other people that will do it, that have that drive. But if you feel like you can do it and you want to do it, you have to let go of overthinking. You have to get out of your head and know you can do it. And human beings, we're capable of so much more than we think. I started the PNT with the intention of maybe doing 100 miles and then ended up getting to the ocean, doing 1,200, bawling my eyes out because I had no idea I was capable of that.
Oh, I did it. I just hiked 1,200 miles.
I mean, even Jen doing the Pacific Crest Trail, I mean, she doesn't look like a backpacker, you know, like she had never done a big Thru-Hike, and all of a sudden she's doing one of the hardest ones in the country, if not the world. She didn't even probably think she could do it.
Yeah, and a lot of people online were commenting saying, she's not going to make it,
she's not gonna make it.
And that's what happens to society. They tell you, you can't do these things.
You can't do it,
You can't listen to that.
I just hope all of you find some fulfillment in your life the way that this trail has fulfilled me. And happy trails. Ow!
Don't listen to anybody. Listen to yourself. And if you want it bad enough, go and do it. And you will succeed, and you will finish, and you will get to the terminus. And then all of a sudden, that feeling of like being truly alive, you feel that, and then it gets addicting. And then it spans your whole life. Moving forward, anything you want to do in life seems like a wee bit easier because you did something so challenging. And last thing, I just feel like it's good to kick your own ass. Every now and then,
Oh, yeah.
you gotta kick yourself in the ass.
Oh,
and
yeah.
you gotta just push yourself harder, you know, otherwise you're just gonna stay the same, and you're just gonna do similar, you know. If you wanna grow, you gotta kick your own ass, and Thru-Hiking is a really good way to do that. Dude, that was a long answer, but I'm like, oh shoot, that's it. All right, that's it. Jennifer Mabus, subscribe to her YouTube channel, link in the description. I'm so tired after that. I feel like I need, oh wait. Oh, good thing I have my banky.
Oh my gosh.
Good thing I have my banky. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you all have a great day. You want to say bye?
Bye.
Bye!
It's not bad. It's not bad.
This is not real, but yeah.
We're freezing our
Like literally, what if my kit floated away like you saw the tick?